You're here, and we're doing great.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, and we're gonna do some. This is April. We're 3 months late.
No, this is end of December.
It's like it's end of December. This is we're on wizard time.
No.
Rob arrives at precisely when he means to.
You didn't release this on time for some reason, and you're passing the buck.
I'm passing the buck in the fact that it's definitely not December right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's April. Just for anybody watching, it's April. If you're wondering where the Legions Imperialis videos are, they're here. They're back. They're now.
Hey.
And we're gonna keep doing our Escalation League at 1,000 points. So we got a 1,000 point list put together.
Yep.
I've got 2 companies now because I have an Legion Armored Company, Legion Demi Company.
Yep.
And you've expanded your Solar Auxilia. You got your own like Penal Legion, like all painted up, and some of my stuff like dashed in a little bit. But you also got Knights painted up for doing a 1,500 point game. And we are going to be throwing down those 2 games today. So the first one's 1,000 points. Using the core missions from the rulebook. We'll show you the table, show you the forces, and we'll get this underway.
Absolutely.
All right, so here is my Legion Demi Company. We've got the Legion Command hanging out here with a Legion Tactical Company or detachment with tactical stands. And then over here we've got plasma, missile launchers and plasma. And they're all riding in Storm Eagles, which is the air support detachment for here. I got a Dreadnought Talon of 6 Dreadnoughts. I've got, looks like 1, 2, 3 with assault cannons and 3 with las cannons. And then a second of the companies, Legion sort of like tactical companies. This one's got rhinos for the 2 stands of tactical guys, and then a support upgrade of assault marines that can go off and act on their own. Finally, I have some Terminators as my last support choice, and that is that half. Other half say Armored Company, heavy slots filled by some Kratoses, and the 2 battle tank squadrons are going to be some Predators with Predator autocannons and heavy bolters, and some Psycherans with some rapid fire autocannons, and then heavy bees. And then last but not least, it's backed up by a single Xiphon to give them some air cover. All right, and here is Rob's Penal Legionnaire Solar Auxilia. What do we got?
Got a sub-cohort with, got my Legate, 2 units of Tercio with an extra 4 Tercio added in, each with 4 Flamer squads. 8 Karanite Ogryn, 8 Heavy Sentinels. I got my little min unit of Velatari. Got 6 Lehman Russ, all with Vanquisher battle cannons and hull-mounted las cannons. 2 Malkadors with Vanquishers, hull-mounted demolishers, and sponson las cannons. And then I've got my second detachment is a Knight Paladin with rapid fire battle cannon and chainsword.
Cool, some ranged. Selecting a mission. First D6 is going to be a 4. You want to roll me a second D6? It's going to be a 1. So 4-1 is going to be hold ground. And then hold ground is 10-inch deployment zones. There is a objective in the battlefield center, and there is 1 offset 15 inches on the deployment lines, 8 inches. D6 for my secondaries. I'm going to have this one and this one. That will be my secondary. For who has battlefield control, I got a 2. You got a 2 as well. Nicely done. Trying again. I got a 1. Yeah, I'm making it worse. All right. So you won, which means you can pick side and then choose who starts deploying first. Fantastic. I will deploy a detachment and we'll go back. Mission is going to be the Armored Company. So as the Xiphon's always in reserve, the Kratoses are here, the Predators are here, and then holding this objective is going to be the Psycherans. Rob gets to deploy either his Titan or that huge sub-cohort.
These are
super
my,
sub-cohort.
my 2 detachments.
2 formations. The Knight, the Dreadnought Maniple, and then my Rhinos with tactical stands in them, and the Assault. Deploy the Karanite Ogryns, the huge Tertio of las rifles camping on the home objective. We've got the Russes lined up next to the Knight, and then the Malkadors, Sentinels, and the other Tertio. 1 orders phase. Make the forward deploy move now with your Sentinels. So they can make a little scooch move into the ruins.
Yep.
Getting their shoot on down. I've got an advance on the Contemptors, an advance on the Predators, an advance on the Kratoses, an advance on the Rhinos and the tactical unit. And these independent operators are going to get a march, and then finally a first fire on my Psycherians. I have an advance on the Storm Eagles and an advance on the... so I've got a march.
Got a march on the Ogryns. Got a march on the Tercio. Got an advance on the Velatari. An advance on the Russes. An advance on the Knight. An advance on the Malkador. Got to do an advance on these guys because they're out of the command structure. Mm-hmm. And then another advance on the Sentinels.
So the Malkadors don't have chain of command, and neither do the Ogryns.
Or the Knight.
Or the Knight.
Obviously.
Everything else does. If they're not within 10 of team...
Sentinels don't either, actually.
That's right. 1. I got a 4. A 6. So you, sir, have the initiative.
Yep. Tercio. And they're going in.
You're going to the building?
Yep.
Sweet. Throw some on the roof so we know who's who.
I'll throw a little flamer guy.
This is my building, Commander. No one's getting you out of there.
Nope.
No one except missile launchers. It's declared that this is his secondary objective here, the B objective in the middle. Move some, let's say, tactical formations here. So we're going to move. The Rhinos move 9 to here. And then we're going to disembark some Marines into yon building, as Marines do. Black's going to go, and they have a march order, so they're going to go there. 14, go hold this. Oop. You.
Yep. These guys are going to advance and climb into this building.
Do what your army likes to do, which is hide in buildings. Yep. Kratoses, they're going to start Kratosing forward 8 inches. So they're just going to wrap around like meow and like meow. Back to Auxilia.
It's going to be the Malcadors.
Malcadore.
With their advanced orders.
Remember when they beat me up in close combat? I was so mad.
Yeah. I do remember that, actually. It's
grinding forward with their giant guns.
My wife and I talk about it often.
Do you really? Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
It's
a point of great humor in the Nashdahl household.
Yep.
Yeah. Predators going to predate. They also, I believe, move at 9, so 8 plus 1.
My Malcadors move 9.
They do really.
Yep.
Well, we've got little tracks. We don't have big tracks. The Russ.
They go 8.
And they come to party. There he is. And then I think I've still got my Dreads and my Psycherans. We're going to go with the Dreadies. Oh, so the Psycherans just, they activate and they don't move. So we pick these guys to move instead. And they're going to walk their Dreadnought legs 5, because I forgot they're super slow. And go hide behind some cover.
Sorry, I'll do that.
Okay.
They're just going to hug cover.
Stay within 3 of that back objective. Then we're going to go with Mr. Xiphon Interceptor, and he's going to fly forward, swing away Merrill, to here, and then he's going to pivot, and then just be on top of them.
All right. I mean, can my Paladin slay a dragon?
Go fight the plane.
I kind of
Do
wants
it.
to.
Go
just
fight
for
the
fun.
plane. Like that's why you got to give him a little upgradey like defense turrets on his back. Some windmills here. All right. How far does Mr.
8 whole inches of advancement.
Sounds
this
good.
is. I don't think this is an optimal, but
I mean, it's a something.
Whoever
Otherwise, they're going to
accused
throw
me
their axes at it. That's not going to work for them.
Yeah,
the Ogres aren't going to do a great job at it either. And they're just going to go whoop, and then not go very far. Move. I think they go 5.
4 guns. Yeah, so I can go 15
on the march.
What's the range of these things?
Predators generally fairly far, 18 to 22.
What's our board edge here?
12 over, because it's a 5-foot board.
Okay,
there. Yeah. It's basically to where the dice tray is.
Okay, so I went like
margin 15.
8 to there, so I can end them basically around.
Perfect job. And I think that's all our moves. So we're in the combat phase. First fires, I got 1.
Yep.
I'm going to try and pop some shots into the...
I have initiative.
Do you have any first fire?
No.
Then I go first, because it's the first fire phase. It's the only thing in range. Firing at your dudes. -1 because you're covered. 1 hit. It's -1 to your save.
Right. Sentinels. 4+ save.
Not bad. Goes to 5.
That's pretty decent.
No. It's over to advance now, and you get to go first because you have the initiative.
All right. So is it going to be 6 vanquishers into your tanks or 2 vanquishers?
Well, I get to go after that. So
I get it.
Yeah, there's going to be some alternating shots into me from the...
Can I shoot...
the Russes?
I can shoot all weapons I have available in the turn?
Everything that's in range.
Okay.
You pick one weapon system, resolve it, pick the next one.
All right, so we do my vanquishers first.
Go for it.
It's a 32-inch range. It's definitely in.
It sure is.
Hitting on 4s.
No cover. So just 6 on 4s.
Nothing but 1s.
Nothing but net.
All 1s, baby.
I mean, you didn't do too much close to that. There you go. 3.
Hits.
And what's the minus?
Pretty good. -1.
Okay. 2 plus save. So saving on 3s. Fail 2. They have 2 structure, so you kill one. Other one because you have armor bane. I failed. So I have a wound. Great. I got the Kratoses. Cannons.
22-inch range, which is going to be in.
6 of them.
6 more shots.
Okay. Well, okay.
These are just anti-tank, not armor bane.
Got it.
So just a -1 for ones that hit.
Go for it. 2.
2 of those.
3 ups.
-1.
I lived. Shoot back now because that was horrifying. The Kratoses do not have a lot of guns in range. The Predators have slightly more guns in range. The Storm Eagles, on the other hand, have quite a few guns in range. Those rockets are going to go into those Russes. They will hit on 2s.
And they're not anti-air, huh?
Well, they are. They're Skyfire, but it just means that I can shoot at planes. Throw down on 2s. 1 at -2 against a Russ.
Against a Russ. This will be a 4.
Okay. Nope, one's gone. My wing-mounted las cannons, 4 of them if they're in range. 4 more shots. Yeah, they're minus 2 AP, yeah. They're the bunker tank buster rockets, right? It's that or the Vengeance launchers, and the Vengeance launchers are the anti-tank infantry ones. So going for 4s this time. That's 2 at -1.
So looking for 3s.
And they do have anti-tank, which just means they're batting against other things. Oh no, 1 and a 2.
Oh, that's
2 more tanks. Eagle's done. Because the heavy bolters are out of range. Plane, getting rid of the Xiphon, hopefully on 6s, because it's a flyer, you don't have Skyfire.
Laugh with this goddamn thing.
I mean, you might. You never know. One didn't even add up to 6. I took a chance. Well then, we're going to go over to the Predators. They're going to try and take some pieces out of this detachment in the building. 18. The Sponson heavy bolters are 12. So I think this one might be in range. I think the rest of them going to hit because you're in a building. And the Predator heavy bolters get 2 shots each. There's only one of them. It's going to hit on 6s. But they do have rapid fire, I believe. No, they have point defense. Never mind. Not a 1. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 Predator cannon shots. And these are going to hit on 5s, but it'll go to 6s because of you being in a building. 1 at -1. Because you're in a Civitas Imperialis.
Yeah. Love
so 1 Malkador can see that Kratos.
Yeah. 4.
Get him. Nope. This is Laws, yep.
Okay, cool. I only get the 1 shot though, right?
If it says 1, he'll say number of shots. If there's only 1 guy can see me, then 1 guy gets to shoot. Taking a shot. This is probably out of range.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go with the Xiphon. We're going to shoot that unit of Axemans, the Velatari. A las cannon array. It's anti-tanks, though, so you don't get any AP against this. But 2 shots hitting on 4s. 2 hits. So 2 just regular saves with the Velatari. 6 ups. It's something. It's something.
It is a number that exists.
It is a number that you could, it's a number that you could roll half the time. Nope. And the Xiphon also has a Xiphon rotary missile launcher. 2 shots 4s. This one's got tracking and Skyfire, but we're not fighting at planes. Just 1. So 1 at -1.
So you can't
I think it just kills it, yeah.
Legates.
What's the morale on the...
I can use the Legates.
You can within range, yep.
Which
I believe. Well, you use this inspiring rule. So 2 up because the Legate's in range. You're good.
8.
And then we did have to actually make one for these guys too because they took 3 casualties.
Right, and they're...
In range, yep, you're fine.
Would they still benefit even though they're... Oh, no, because they are changing.
Because they're part of the same formation.
Yeah.
And they did not roll 1. The casualty, though, they're below half, so they're broken. That means they have to roll 2 and pick the lowest. You didn't roll 1 extra dice on the Velatari because I thought there was only 2 stands left.
It's still fine.
Yeah, back to your choice. And this guy's done. Shooting some...
Ethon, heavies, Tannels. Multi-laser, 14 inches? Probably not.
14, I think you got it, for the building at least. Yeah.
Oh, it does. Cool. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
I killed 1, yeah. I'm in the building, so you get that sweet, sweet penalty to hit. Oh no. 6s. 1?
1.
Wasn't bad. Then I got my 4+ cover save because I'm in a Civitas Imperialis, so it improves my armor a bit.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, it's a cover save, so it doesn't really matter. We're good. Version of the Sentinel missile launchers. This is a big deal.
Same amount of shots, hitting on 4s.
5 because of cover. Oh no, it ignores cover. Never mind. Oof, here we go. This is bad. Oh my god.
That's
not great.
I only missed 4 of those.
You sure did.
So that's 5 of those. So that's
4, 8, 9. Give you a lot of 5+ armor saves. If I fail 4 of these, the unit's gone. I sure did. So this unit just gets obliterated. We've learned that taking things out of buildings involves usually missile launchers. Well done. All right. Well, it's my, I guess these guy, the Kratos. Also blast gun. I'm not in range to shoot very much, so I'm mostly just going to be shooting my additional weapons. So my sponson mounted las cannons. No, sponson mounted. No, sorry. It's the sponson mounted. Yeah, that's las cannons. That's right. So it's 2 shots.
Should be 22
on 5. It's 22. Yes, with 22 inches. 1 shot on a 4 into this Russ squad. Misto. Oh wait, that's the Kratos autocannon, which is there and has accurate on a 5. Accurate. Hits. So 1 hit at -1.
on a Lemon Russ.
Nope.
Ooh, wow.
Now they're broken.
That's
The
rough.
Melted Blast Gun. If you'd taken one more, I think, then you would have to make another test. You took 33 just now.
Oh, right.
If you take 50, then you need to make another test.
Oh, nothing's in range.
So that's all done. Okay. I have these guys left, and they're going to fire 3 las cannons into that unit of tanks. 4+ to hit, -1 accurate, so I can reroll. They all hit, so -1 from those las cannons. On 3s. Oh my god. Well, that's the end of Zombie Shakespeare. In the hospital, we put 60 yours in the morgue. Correct to Kratos Town. That's how this goes. So I think it's all the orders done because these guys can't shoot.
And these guys can't do it.
And these guys, they have melty guns, but they're out of range. Means that we score for the round. So I'm going to get 2 for my home base objective, 9 for this. 9-2, and we're into round 2, top of orders phase. Falling back, nobody's got a test for any morale, so we're just into issuing orders again. Revealing, I have advance on the Dreddies. I have enhance on the Predators, advance on the Kratos, the remaining Kratos, who I believe isn't broken because I don't think it's by wounds. I think it's just by model count. Advance on the... Oh, it might be by wounds if they're super heavy, though. They might technically be broken because I think Titans, when they go below half their wounds, become broken. We'll look that up. Charge for the Marines, and then advance for the Psycherans, advance for the Tactical Company, advance for the Storm Raven or Storm Eagles, charge for the Terminators, and advance for the Xiphon.
Ogrins are going to charge.
Oof, okay.
I got first fire on the Tercio. I got an advance on the last Velatari. First fire on the Knight.
Sure you do.
Advance on the Malcadors. Advance on the Tercio. Advance on the Sentinels.
Initiative. I got a 4, and if we tie off, I get to go first this turn. 2, so I have initiative. I'm going to move some rhinos. Advance order, and they can go 9, so they're going to go just 6 and 1, and go plow over here. Not going into the rubble. And then team, these guys get to go, and they are going to make their charge orders. They get to double move. 14-inch charge, that means 7 + 7, so we're going to go engage these Malcadors with some Marines.
Yep.
And give them the business. And we are in our 8-inch coherency because we are a baby detachment.
What are your Terminators sitting inside of?
They're not inside the teleporting deep strike, so they can show up anywhere and then charge. So that when you use deep strike, you scatter a d6. If you end up in impassable, you die. Yeah. If you don't, you make your order after.
0 inches.
So I was going to choose not violence. With these Predators, 3, 6, 9, and we're just going to line up over here. Just kind of rip around the corner. Shoot some guns. I can't actually pin these things down. They're just going to leave.
Yeah, they're just going to roll out of combat.
No, thank you. Because my scale is too low to pin them. A window. If the paper turns clear, it's your window to weight gain. It's one of my favorite Simpsons episodes. I don't want to look like a freak. Just give me the moo-moo. So I'm going to move my, I think, Psycherans over here. And they're going to come up and just get away from line of fire of those guys.
Of which guys?
Of Team Predator, but still be in range. Sentinel, but still be in range of the objective, you say. Then I shall...
Yeah, everything the Sentinel has is light.
Continue to look at them menacingly, going this way.
Yeah. No, not yet.
Yes, there they are.
I move the Velatari.
The singular Velatari.
Advance over there.
Advance to not in line of fire. Well then, I think it's time to bring some planes on.
Yeah,
and we're going to do that over Meow.
Hate it.
And just fly over to these guys. By aircraft right now.
Rough.
Building again with the Tertio.
Yeah. They can't march. If I could march, they'd be in that building.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well then, we're gonna go.
Deployment.
We're gonna go with the Storm Eagles, and they're just gonna fly over to here to look at these Malcadors. Unit inside will stay inside. Then we are going back to the Kratos as you are no longer moving. You've got first fire for the night. So I'm gonna. What about these guys?
First fire.
They're not first fire. They're charging.
Oh, they're charging.
They can move double.
All they can do is
just move double into something.
Move double into something. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just gonna garrison, I suppose.
That's the intact one right there. Not in, I mean, you get the ruin bonuses like a 5+ cover and -1 to hit. What do you go 10? That one?
Garrison. Yeah.
Go Garrison that building.
Plunk. And a little blue guy.
Kratos, and he's just going to go look at this building with his melta cannon. Because that's how he do.
I don't think this game's going to go so great for me.
We're going to find out. Let's go with the Dreads, and they're just going to line up in front of this guy because they hate all of you. So that you can't charge out here and get my Kratos, and we don't get shot by Malkadors. It's just my Terminators right here.
Revenge against my Sentinels for the death of your commander.
We're coming down to Sentinel Town. That was just some tactical Marines. They didn't care about that. It hasn't activated yet. It's the point. So I'm going to be right here. I land, so I don't go anywhere. And I get to move 10. So I place the rest of them within 2. And then make my charge move. And my charge move is going to be to come beat up some Sentinels.
It's just really interesting how there's no judge that I can call over.
I know. If only.
I completely understand why this is happening.
You brought this on yourself. We're done the movement phase. Let's flip all our tokens so that we can see what we have.
Ash.
I do live in society. And the tokens being flipped means we know what order we shoot in during the combat phase. First fire, but you have your knight and this rifle squad, Tertio.
I mean, it's really that's only target worth anything is into these predators.
Seems right. Cannon at 4+?
Yeah.
Okay. And rapid fire, that's 1 hit and 2 hits. Sweet. And then -1?
Rapid fire battle cannon, -2.
-2, my goodness. Okay, so predators have a 3+, goes to a 5+. Pass 1, fail 1. Down goes the predator. Yeah. First fire's over. Let's go to the advanced step. I'm going to go with this old chestnut. I bully some Malkadors. So both the wing-mounted las cannons and the Tempest rockets are in range. Las cannons, there'll be 4 of, hitting on 4s. So 3 hits at -1 into the Malkadors. Oh my god.
Hey, they love it. They love it.
And then 2 Tempest rockets on 2s.
Love the slop.
Oh my god. Failed utterly. Look at the joy. You feel the radiant joy coming off you.
The only time I feel it
is when I'm suffering.
My life is a shambles.
All right, well, those guys are done. The game can be anything he wants now. That just happened.
I mean, it's stuff like that makes even if I lose, it's
all worth
great.
it.
That's why this is such a good game.
So who's next? It's over to you.
Combat.
Just gonna obliterate some Assault Marines.
We're gonna try.
Assault Marines completely picked the wrong target for this charge, or went at the wrong time.
So the Vanquishers are anti-tank, which means the AP won't do nothing.
Nope.
But it's fun.
It's fun. Do it. I mean, I have a 5+ armor save.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no!
Hits there. I got more guns.
Pivot. Stay on target. Demolish cannons.
My last cannon sponsons. Hitting on 4s. There we go.
So no AP.
2 hits, no AP.
Okay, because you're anti-tank. 5s. Nope, they're dead.
8 of them.
These guys are going to have to make a break test, and they are broken now. They
choose the lowest.
Failed from 1, so they're now they get replaced by a broken. I'm no longer holding the center. All right, so back to me. They're now broken, which means they're not firing. So we're going to go to the, I guess, Predators, and they're going to pop some shots into that. So we just do the knight. Now we'll do the building. I've got Sponson Heavy Bolters, 4 shots, -1 hits on 6s into the building. Cannon, 2 shots, light AT, also into, where they get 4 shots total, into the building.
How are those predators?
For the rifles, I think you're basically done shooting. The scale 2 on the Sentinels means that I am engaged and pinned and you're not. So because I'm engaged and pinned, I can't be selected as a target.
Yeah, it's strangely protecting you.
It is strangely protecting me because, well, there's giant Sentinels in the way of you flaming and gunning out of the building. Likewise, the Sentinels in behind could shoot at something else. They have all light weapons. So they don't actually have a target. They don't have a target.
So nothing's happening here. This is I can't do anything. Can't shoot at anything.
Does not target. Oh, that's because you're all light, aren't you? That's right. Still vehicles.
Be in range, and you're not.
Okay, I was just saying because light weapons can't hurt the dreads. They just count the AP of all of them as 0, and they reroll their saves. Shooting then. Done. That means that Kratos is going to go. He's going to Kratos that building. Melta Blast Gun's the only thing that can actually hit the building. Everything else is just going to get discounted, but it only has 2 wounds, and I get +1 to hit it because it's a structure. So 4+ goes to a 3+. It does. I double my AP to 8, so that means that it's normally going to have a 5+ save on 2d6. You can't roll a 13 on 2 dice.
Well, it would be a 4+ though because it's Civitas. It's a 4+ cover save.
No. It has its own armor save. The building when you attack it has its own armor save. And Civitas Imperialis is 5+.
Right, it's not my save.
That's right. Yeah. So it's taking a wound now. It has 2. If it takes another one, it collapses. Guns don't have Bunker Buster or Barrage or Heavy Barrage, so that's the only one that can actually attack. So I guess going into the unit in the building, because you can't split your fire with this stuff.
Sure.
And that means that the coaxial autocannon is on 6s. 1 hit. So 1 -1 into the... Well, you have cover, so it doesn't matter. 4+ cover save for the Ogrins. Nope. Because of cover.
Yeah, well, I still only rolled.
You rolled a 3, yeah. So 1 stands gone. Then I've got hull-mounted heavy bolters for 6s again. Nothing. I have sponson-mounted heavy bolters. 1 more hit. 4+ cover. Laughs. And then the Kratos autocannon is the last one. 2 shots on 6s again. They're accurate. That's all done for Dreadnoughts, and they do not have anything that can hurt the building, unfortunately. So we're just going to go with our Carries assault cannons, which are just terrible. I don't know why they're so bad. 3 shots on 6s because I'm shooting the building at the Ogrins. Not a 1. Twin link las cannons, again 4s go to 5s this time, but they're accurate. 2, and you get cover saves, so my anti-tank doesn't matter. Laughs once and loses one. Morale.
Nope.
Gotcha. Then they're broken, so they get to do nothing. The Xiphon could shoot at the Sentinels because they are both engaged, but not pinned, but I'll be -1 to hit for the cover. So the Xiphon's going to have to really load up and hit on 6s here. So the last cannon array, which is accurate, hits on 6s. Hits once and once. So 1 at -1. You do get your 5 up cover save if it's better, though. No. Relauncher, 2 shots on 6s as well, because it's -2. Nothings. From the accelerator autocannons, normally hitting on 5s, actually they cannot hit, because I'm -1 for you being engaged and -1 for the everything. So we're into combat phase, and we do have 1 over here. You did have oh no, you burned your advance order, so you couldn't pile in. You pile in during the movement step if you're already engaged.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't do anything. Then
you did kill one of the guys I'm engaged with, so we're doing our one-on-ones here. +5 from this Terminator stand into this +0. Oh dear. Okay, let's see how that goes. And I got a 7.
You got a 1.
A 1. Well, that's a bad swing for you. Here, same thing. That's a 6 this time.
That's a 2.
Oh my god, you have to roll maximum numbers. I forgot these are so bad in melee. Except for the time you killed my commander.
Yeah.
Over here, I got a 11. That guy's dead.
That's been progressively better every time.
Just creeping up there. 1 deck.
The morale, though, is good.
2 pick the lowest, yeah. Flee, because it is the end step, and they are broken, and they go 9, so they can go 18. They go directly away. So 8, 8, and then 2 more. So they're back here. Just being like, no thanks. This was everyone we know is dead. Good zone for you, which is good. So now we score. You're going to get 2. I'm going to get 2 because we're both holding our back zones. 3, order phase, and it's 11-4. Advance on Madredi. Advance on the Kratos. We're going to advance on the Preds. Advance on the fallen back Rhinos. I don't have anything in the middle anymore. We're going to go advance on the Psycherans. Charge on the Terminators. And then we have the Xiphon with an advance, and the Storm Eagle and the Tactical Company both advancing as well.
We've got a march on the Sentinels.
Can they? They're broken. They're below half.
Is what you're rolling
yeah,
for.
charge or withdraw. That's right, yeah. Yeah, broken is the state at which they can no longer do complex orders. They can advance if you want. Or they can charge if you want to charge me. Come charge me. No, you don't do it? Okay, fair enough.
Las Rifle, advance.
Enhance.
The Malkadors, advance.
Ooh.
The Schneid, advance.
Cool. And then the guys
The
in the building.
Velitari, advance. These guys, Tercio, march.
Tercio's marching.
And the Ogrins, first fire. Oh, no,
Charge
it's a
A?
charge.
It's a charge. That's right. Yeah. Charge. Okay, so we are into the go time. Initiative time, yep.
And I really need you to roll low.
You really need me to roll low right now? Well, there you go. I tried.
Hey,
Sure did. You get the
I
initiative.
would like to go first.
Well, you can. So it's movement phase.
You know what?
Yep.
I think it's the Ogrins.
You think you're in charge? All
We're
right,
going to
makes
charge
sense.
into your dreadnoughts.
This was the fight that was always going to happen.
Yep.
Where big meets big.
So I got.
And you guys are scaled too, aren't you? So I'm pinned.
Yeah, I got 5 of my boys
Oof.
left.
5 of your boys left. Well, the good news is I can shoot you. Because you're scale 2. Scale 1. Oh, we're all engaged. Oh, I see what you're saying now. They'll have to come all the way out, right, to their 10 and fight through the walls.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try and maintain coherency. I'm going to pile into you anyway, so like if you just put them like here and here, like I'm going to just pile in and wall fight. You are hyper dangerous, and you're only scale 1 as well. Okay, so we're all going to be pinned here. We all float down here in a minute, and I'm just going to charge the remains of these sentinels.
I thought you might.
Oh wait, you're scale 2. There's no point in doing that for me. Which means
that's right.
I'm going to go over here with these guys instead and hide behind this building so your Malkadors can't see me. Yeah, dangerously.
Where's he go?
Come get him. Yeah, you did. Raised you 2 rhinos that used to be part of a much larger detachment. We're coming back, boys. Don't worry. Sorry.
Scooch back that way.
Scooch closer, children. Oh, well, I think, Martha, this is going to be the end of all things. You're going to pile in because you can, and go and fight some dudes. Fight a dude. Fight a dude. And then these 2 will just stay where they are. Bye. That's how this is going to be. Back to you.
It's a 15-inch march.
A 15-inch march. Oof. Really banking on not losing that objective, eh? Really banking on my Xiphon not killing that last stand of guys.
Just shut up.
Really banking on me forgetting he's behind that wall, eh?
Okay. You know
The worst thing that could happen.
It's worth a shot just to literally try everything that's available in this game. Do I have the
staying power?
The bodies to be able to absorb hits, to be able to...
This is very charged light brigade. You're at least behind some cover of some of them.
Behind cover and actually contesting the objective.
Also true. All they can march.
Ran.
Just hum their way over there. Well, then let's do that thing we do where we drop off some space trucks and we drop them off where we want them to be and we come make the murders instead. I don't care what you say. You want to try and play me? We're gonna go over here and we're gonna go look at this last guy just like before. He's done, and then it's back to you.
Yeah, so I got my Malkadors. So they're going to advance. Malkadors, 9 inches.
Hell yeah.
Things with firepower.
Getting scary. Bring on the Storm Eagles, and they're going to just fly over here and deposit a company of Space Marines inside this Civitas Imperialis. So they have now gone, as has their unit that they contained, to occupy this Civitas Imperialis. My Kratos, my Psykarans, and my Terminators.
Advancing.
And take a walk with the Lazar Tertio.
5. Just taking a walk, baby.
Getting out for a stroll, leaving the building. Well then, it's time to go get our Kratos on and just go take a look at them. Going over here and over here. Staying in range of the Psykarans, little Kratoses, the worst tank in my army. So that's why they're on. That's why they're on hold the line duty. Gonna back up.
Walk backwards.
Cool. Well, I think we all know what's coming. 10 inches and just chase these guys down. Everybody gets 1. 1 gets 2. Go around this way. And he'll get 2. Panic of these 3 pilots is just being chased through all this room by 20 Terminators.
That's it, because you're not even getting the etiquette as displayed by like the Ultramarines.
No, there's no etiquette from these guys. They're all gang fighters from Cathonia. So I still have my Kratos left.
Yep.
It doesn't love what's happening here, but it also doesn't love Malkadors. I can't shoot into this combat though, which is a problem. There's a stand over their sleeve forgotten about that should be in this ratio. Yes. Just for thoughts. So I think what it's going to do is it's going to try to get away. And it goes 8. Move out 8 and put itself into maybe be useful before it dies range. We're into the combat phase. Let's flip everything to see who is attacking. It is. You have initiative, so you can pick a unit
to shoot.
Yeah, we're skipping first fire because nobody has one, so we're right to engaged.
Yeah, so these Malkadors are shooting at that thing.
At the Kratos?
Yeah.
Smart. Some Valkyries.
What's Armor Bane do? It increases my AP by
I reroll successfuls, remember?
Right, yes. Beautiful. Hitting on 4s. Come on.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, the Emperor protects. The false Emperor doesn't.
Right. Last cannon sponsons. Okay, those at least do it.
Minus.
-1.
Okay, so -1. I'm normally a 2+, gonna go to a 3+. Pass fail, he's gone.
Hey.
There, Kratos. I'm proud of you. Done for them. So it's back to me. I'm going to go with my, I think, my Legion Tactical Squad, rather. And it's going to start obliterating that their unit of Lazarus. Legion Command Stand. He's got bolters. Nice on a 5, accurate, assault, and light. So I get to do a shot on a 5. I missed accurate plasma guns, 2 shots on 4s, 1 hit. So 1 at -1.
I get my cover save. No, I don't have a cover save.
Cover save. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's 50% in there.
Um,
And then we've got the Legion Bolters. So that'll be 4 stands with assault and light. So 6s will give me. And also I'm within 8 and I have an advance order, so I reroll my 1s here. So you need to remember. Just with bolters though. So this is on 5s. Rolling 1s. Launchers. 4 shots on 4s. Ignore cover. Light. Nothing. I can't roll the 1s. I'm rolling dice today. So that looks like it. Because the plasma guns went, the missile launchers went, the bolters went. I am done. Go for it. You might as well.
all right, so I'll do my Legate Commander detachment first. So I've got what? I've got an Archaeotech pistol and a Volkite charger.
Go for it.
So, okay, so I'll do pistol black, charger yellow, just because it matters. There's AP on the pistol.
Yep.
What's Deflagrate?
The Archaeotech pistol.
So
1 hits.
the yellow is the charger.
Okay.
With the Deflagrate.
Okay. So this is a 4+ cover then?
Yeah, no minus, no AP. Oh,
It's cover, so yeah. We're good.
rifles. So I would have 7 las rifles and have 4 flames.
Yeah, I think everybody's within 8 of the building. Let's just double check.
Yeah.
There's a couple stands that aren't. So like these 2 stands, it looks like aren't. Everybody else is within 8.
These 2 stands are?
No, this one are not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are within 8. But it looks like 2 of them are flamers. They have a longer range.
One's a flamer, 2 are las rifles.
There's a range with 6 inches.
Ignoring cover, hitting on 4s, it doesn't hit. So 1 las rifle's not in range.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in range.
Yeah.
Get them, las rifles.
6s.
1.
1 hits.
Okay.
No AP.
4+ cover. We're good. That was about as effective as mine. Let's go back to the Predators. And they're going to fire into that infantry swarm. Predator cannons, 2 shots on 5s. So that's 4 shots total. Do in the open. 1 hits at -1.
That's just 1 guy.
And then 4 shots from heavy bolters, also on 5s. That's because it's light AT. They missed
To the
it.
Predators.
Well, you've already taken the central objective, so you might as well finish these guys off. That's right.
So we're going to do the rapid fire battle cannon.
On-
As I thought he was going to be. 4+.
Okay.
Both hit.
Sweet.
5 and a 6.
Rapid fire, so you get the -2. All right.
-2.
3 hits at -2. Okay. So the first one passes. The second one fails. And the third one, so he's going to die. And I don't know if I get covered for the third one. We'll roll if you see what matters. Didn't matter. He passes. Because -3 plus -2 is going to be 5. See if I fall back now, and I am broken. I fall back. So I'm going to be now issued a fallback order, and I will run away at the end of the turn. Why this is an overwhelming number of people who would probably want to leave. All right, well, let's do some business against these Malkador. Team Storm Eagle, because we did nothing last turn. I was really going to kill one of them. I do have point defense on my heavy bolters though, so I can put the heavy bolters into them because I can split fire with point defense. First, 6 shots point defense into that unit of Auxilia. Light point defense and its front on 5s. 2 saves into the Auxilia.
Failed both.
Okay. And then we'll do the Vengeance launch. Sorry, not the Vengeance launch. The Tempest rockets into the Malkadors on 4s. No, on 2s. These are the ones on 2s. 2 hits, and these will be on -2.
Oh, 2 dead.
No. This isn't. These ones are
Malkadors.
Malkadors. Yeah. So it's 4s now.
Malkadors. 5s.
5s. That's right. They have more wounds but less armor. Pass
Same
one fail.
have 2 wounds each.
That's right. And then it's going to be 4 shots from last cannons on 4s. 1, 2, 3. 3 more at -1. Roll at least 1 4 here. You did, but only 1 goes down. I'll check though. Although your Legate is in range, that'll be a 2+. As he screams at tanks.
Love it.
The only people to fall back this game are the people who should know no fear. Which I think is
had the
fantastic.
psycho-indoctrination.
That's true. We haven't been stuck in the tank yet. We're just dudes. Yeah. So you've got your Lazarus Volturcio, and I think that's 10. So you got no shots with these guys.
He's Velatari. You can't do anything. Either.
All right. So then I'm going to take some shots with my Xiphon. Axeman to the last cannon array.
Yeah.
You do get your save though because it's whatchamacallit, anti-tank. So on 4s, but accurate. So 1/6 up.
No.
There he goes. 7 this turn, but you're not going to get the full 9 that you would have got in the middle.
Or well, but my secondary. When does that trigger?
I think it's end of game. Now holding the Vital Intelligence, and if they are holding at the end of the game, you get your bonus points. Yeah. So left to fire for me is going to be the Psycherans there. And these guys have a 9-inch or a 6-inch range, I think. And that means we are into combats. Pick a combat. Over here. All right. So you get your 2d6 from your claws. So of +4, or +5, sorry, for Dreadnoughts. Yeah, remember you have the power clause. It gives you 2d6 add together for your initial combat roll. Unless you spike 3 low dice or 2 low dice, I don't think I'm going to win any of these, but let's try. So your first one will be 2d6. And what's your calf +2 because you have Furious Charge? So you're +5. I'm also at +5. So I have to roll higher than your 2 dice on 1 dice. A 6. I have to roll 6. I did. We tied. All right. So the next one's 3d6 though. As I'm fighting a second combat here. This guy's fighting for his life. What'd you add up to? Oh, I can't beat that. Yeah. That's 5. So he's tired. The other ones get behind him and kill him. Then this one's 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I can't win that either. Nope. So he's gonna die. And then I've got a 2-on-1 over here at least. So this one over here, first one, 2d6 against. I got a 3. Roll low. Nope, he dies.
Much better.
And then the last cannon one, I'm gonna get 2d6 for though. So we're getting both and here. And I get a 3.
5 and a 3.
Ogrins are terrifying. Broken and rolling to see if my morale's passed. I have a morale of 3+. Pass both. So I just end unengaged.
That shit would have
I know. Good for you. Now the one that I'll actually enjoy. We get the 1-on-1, the 1-on-1, and the 2-on-1. I'll be plus a lot. So +4 goes to +5 because I charged. So we'll do this one first.
+4 natively?
Yes, +4 natively, and then the charge. So you got a 5 total. I got a 8.
Okay.
That one's dead. Yeah, sure. 2-on-1's fine. And we'll do the 1-on-1 over here. I got more than you. More than you can possibly roll. If I don't roll a 1, I don't think you can actually win these. The next one. There we go. I got a total of 6. You got to roll a 6. No. You live. No, he's gone. And that is turn. End of phase. This guy's going to run. Because he did not like everything that just happened to him. 9. And then 9 again. It's back to here. And we're into round 4. Space Trucks leave. Space Trucks go home. 4, so you're going to score 5 for the middle and go to 9. And I'm going to score 2 for my home base and be at 13.
I like that. Like, even though, like, with the script deployment, I can still catch up and close the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're one good turn away from winning. Initiative roll. Sorry, orders and then initiative. Revealing time.
Initiative first? Or reveal?
No, we reveal orders and then initiative. So advance. And then I've got advance in the Psycherans. I've got charge in the Terminators, if you want to flip that one. And then advance over here.
Yeah.
And advance over here. My Predator.
Advance on my Tercio. Advance on my Tercio. Advance on my Malkador. March on my Knight.
And then charge over here. Oh, yeah, you do.
How'd you tell?
Hey, look at this thing I'm really good at. It's going to come down to who's charging first. I need you to not have that charge bonus. That's the only chance I have here. I got up 6. You went first last time. I got it no matter what here, I think. Can you roll the 6? Make it happen, Captain. And we're going to charge.
Well, thankfully I've got Rend, so I mean, I've still added.
That's it. Well, actually, I think we both count as charging though, because you're counter charging. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, there you go.
I gotta go. But at least.
Right, because I'm still using that order.
That's it. Yeah.
Just
smart. Just to fight some dreads. Move.
There.
Okay. I would have done this one first, because now I'm charging you over here. Oh, yeah. And we'll pin you.
Well, you were going to charge me anyway. There's
no way
I could have gotten.
Oh, that's true, because you couldn't have moved away fast enough, could you?
Yeah.
But you're pinned because we're the same scale.
16.
Now he's going to march over to that objective and take it back. That's smart.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get some rhinos back in the war. Going 9. Getting back over here behind this thing.
So it's going to advance in. Make sure any flamers I got. Push it up.
Smart. Your vital intelligence. Do the long drive back to getting in the fight because he's getting screamed at by his commander right now. In combat, that's right. And they can pile in if you want to pile in extra models. Like if anyone wants to like a double in base to base, you can do a pile in moves
as well.
Yeah. If you have a charge or an engage, you can make a pile in move basically.
It's just an advance.
The engage, I keep meaning advance. Engage was the old, I think the Epic Armageddon term for that. Well, then we're gonna go with the Psycherans. They're just gonna make sure they're at the maximum distance they can be. Just try and get a little bit closer. So they can shoot some guys in that Tertio. Mr. Malcador.
She's going to advance, which is what, 9 inches? Yeah.
We'll get in the war. Time for planes, trains, and automobiles. We're going to go with the Xiphon. It's just going to zip on over here and come see your space plane. I mean, this guy. Do much the same with these jabronis, and they're going to fly over here to see your... That is all my movements. So we are into the combat phase. I have priority. I don't have anybody on first fire though. Oh no, I have one more model. Sorry, I have one more unit. Fight with these guys. They're getting out. And they're gonna go 5. Are they? No, they're not. They're gonna stay in the building. Yep. The building is safe. Safety in buildings. Let's begin with these guys.
Flipper stuff.
That means we're going to shoot my bolters, and I have assault, so I double my number of shots within half. So as long as I'm within 4 of the building to any of your guys, I'll get 8 shots instead of that. Shots, and I'm in reroll 1 range because they have light. So I'm hitting on 5s. And I reroll 1s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits into that unit of Tertio. Oops.
Saving nothing.
Uh-oh. Launchers, they're going to get 4 shots, and they do have lights. They also ignore 1s. They ignore cover, not that it matters. Hitting on 4s this time, rerolling 1s. 2 more, no AP. 6s. All right, this is what we're this is what we're looking for last time. And then we got 2 plasma gun shots, both of which hit, and these ones are -1. Do you have a Medicae? Because you get feeling of pain if you have a Medicae. All right, well then that's a morale check, sir. Yep. And you are now broken, so 2 dice. Pick the lowest.
Still the commander.
No! All right, so they get a broken order too far. This is not what we wanted. And these guys are done.
Gone in there just in case.
Yeah, that's true. That would have made sense.
All right. Stuff to remember.
We live, we laugh, we love.
So we're doing shooting. The only shooting I got actually is just
Malcador?
Malcador.
That's true. You are fisticuffing a lot. Oh, because he marched, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's got no guns this turn. Yeah, finish him off.
Just
bully a lone predator.
Vanquisher.
Poor guy.
Hits. -2.
5? Oh my god. No. No. Let's shoot some rhinos into these poor last 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Both of these have multi-meltas, because of course they do. You're going to have cover this time, though. Yep. So the bolters need 6 shots.
If I survive, I'm not having children after.
Yeah, that's right. So on 6s, rerolling 1s with the bolters. Pencil mat multi-meltas on 6s as well. You know what? I can actually shoot those into this guy. Because the bolters are point defense,
nice.
And that means I can shoot the multi-meltas the other way. They are on 5s because you're in the open. 1 at -3. Oh, and reroll 1? Oh, that's not light or light AT.
This will be 6.
Takes a wound. You're killing it. All right, back to you. Okay, so then the Xiphon also going to try and plaster that poor little guy. All right, 2 shots on 4s and accurate, so an extra roll. That's going to be 2 hits at -1 into that Malcador.
I'm looking at 4s.
Looking at 4s. Got to make both. That is going to be these 2 shooting into the...
I definitely don't feel bad about giving all my tanks Vanquisher cannons.
Nope, absolutely not. So Storm, what are they called? Stormbird? Storm things? Storm Eagles? Storm Beagles. 6 shots with bolters, hitting on 6s. They're light point defense. So they do reroll 1s here.
Yeah, some Thunder Snoopies.
That's 1, 2, or just 1 actually. So 1 hit, and that's it. So they've got light for that reroll. 6s, 1 set, no AP. And that unit right there.
When does my invulnerable save kick in?
When you make the save on that model. So like you make them one at a time. So like you could make it on him if you want, but you probably want to make the other one first. Because you're not shooting anyway because you don't have an order anymore. On the flamer.
6+.
He lives. Although the Tempest rockets.
And he was a 6 anyway.
Yeah, these are on 2s. They both hit. So now 2 more at -2. So I think this guy just gets obliterated.
Yeah, he gets obliterated.
Oh, no, sorry. They're light AT. Oh, no, sorry. They're not any kind of AT. They're just -2. He just dies.
He goes away. I'm going to try and make my invulnerable save.
Do it. Laugh. Laugh and leg it. Is it a 5 or 6?
It's a 6.
Okay, so he's gone. I think that's all my shooting too. So we're into combats. Let's go, Ogrins.
Make me feel
I
good.
know, it just makes you
No matter
smile.
how any game ever.
So it's many on ones and 1-on-1. So it's 3-on-1 and 2-on-1. We'll do the 3-on-1 first. My calf is +6 right now with this first one. And you're 2d6?
2d6 +5.
You got it. Nope. I'm just going to take him off because it doesn't matter. I'm +6, you're +5. We get 2d6. I got a... Nope, I rolled a 1 again. Doesn't matter. Both these dreadnoughts are very... To retire the field, they are done with life. So we have a 2-on-1.
At least, do these guys actually have
0. Okay, sweet. Well then, let's do a 1-on-1 here.
Yeah.
I'm +5 because I charged, because I'm a Terminator.
It's a 5.
You sure are dead. So the first one dies right there, and then the next one, I got a 9.
Whee.
That guy's dead too. The third one over here. You're dead. And now you get 2d6 for the last one though.
Oh,
You don't actually get me, so I'll be +5. I got a 9. Just roll a 10. Roll a 10 and kill me. No, well, they lost by a significant margin, and so they now have to make a morale. They're not broken though. 26, and whatever your morale is. Nope, they fall back. So they immediately make a withdrawal move away from draw, and they basically moved d6. They rolled a 4, which meant 9 inches as fast as possible away, which means they will fall back again at the end of the turn 10. I think they leave the table. So they're actually going to book and leave the table. And then you're going to score 2, and I'm going to score 7 again. The ogres left. We have decided to and actually your knight. You decided to concede because the gap's gotten too wide for turn 5.
Yeah.
But this was about as close as they could get. So at the end of it all, the secondary objective you had was vital intelligence.
Yep.
I had, I think it was like the destroy you one. So depending upon the percentage you had of deaths at the end of the game, I got some bonus victory points. So you had 180 plus whatever they're worth left. So how much was that?
Not a ton.
Okay, but if it's more than 200 points,
More than 200.
okay, then I'm gonna get 10 bonus VPs for the 65% or more of your army being done. What's the bonus for this one? Is it if you get it back to your deployment zone or something like that?
I think you just had to have it at the end of the game.
I think you get 15.
Now we get
Sweet.
points. Yeah.
That's it.
Unification, baby.
Unification. I like that you're feeling your unification wars Penal Legion army more and more.
Yeah, I just love that. There's even like there would absolutely be a Penal Legion during the Unification Wars.
Absolutely,
as enlightened. It's the enlightened approach. Here's your chance to redeem yourself and to be a productive member of the Imperial War Machine.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to paint the field police to have as like your little allied detachment. I think that'd be really cool. Obviously, it's gonna take the place of like the knight. Like you swap out your knight detachment for a different allied detachment, but I think that's super cool. What Legion rules would you use for field police? Night Lords?
Yeah, I was going to use Night Lords.
Night Lords? That makes sense,
all day
because they're just terrifying everybody.
Absolutely.
They're just bullying these human convicts into going and fighting for you. Well, so there it was. We ended the game on turn 4, mostly because the attrition had gone to the point where we couldn't really get anything off the table anymore. And you had some thoughts about your deployment, like obviously being out of your command range for chain of command for that one, like last rifle tertio.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because on one hand, if you bulk up your squads, you're saving points and you can put more stuff in. And I did that with only one sub cohort. So I had these big tercios, big Ogren, big Sentinels, but I'm losing on the how spread I can be and issue good orders. So I had one whole tercio out in the middle of nowhere that could only advance every turn. Yeah, and it hurt.
Yeah, well, it slows them down.
Yeah,
that I think that's the big key thing that you don't realize. It's like, oh, I can still move and shoot. That's cool.
Yep.
But when you shoot only 8 inches or 10 inches, and
when your save
5,
is just awful, and I mean, no one's got high saves really other than tanks, but tercio have bad. It's a 6+.
I mean, I think the idea of deploying outside of your command is fine as long as you know you don't really want to leave that area.
Well, yeah, you need
as long as you know exactly. As long as you know,
and in that game, there was no reason for them to be over there.
Yeah,
they were holding a building that wasn't advantageous.
Yeah, unless they were pushing towards my objective, right?
Exactly.
And then they couldn't because they couldn't move fast enough to do it. It'd have taken you the whole game to cross the board, 25 inches in the entire game's movement.
With the same deployment, had I just made 2 sub cohorts, and I would have lost some numbers here and there, but I would have been way more order efficient that whole game.
Yeah, and I think that like other things too, like having I think that would have been a reason to divide the Russes into 2 teams
Yep.
and have an armored company.
Absolutely.
Because then you could have a second commander basically with a smaller bubble, but able to like escort that unit.
Couldn't do the company because I would need super heavies.
Aren't the Malcadors?
They're just battle tank
They're
squadrons.
just battle tank squadrons.
Yep.
They're not heavy tank squadrons.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. They're 2 wound. They're not heavy because my Kratos are heavy tanks. And they have the same stat line.
I would have to double check, but I know that in the
I think they count
like
as
in the
heavy tanks.
Auxilia sub cohort, if you go into the battle tank
Yeah.
entry, the Malcadors are there.
Huh. I think the Malcadors are heavy tanks. I think they're heavy
If
tanks.
they are, if I could split it up into a further, because I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Have 2 Legion sub cohorts, and then 1 armored company.
Yeah. I think you could probably get away with that. Well, I mean, we're playing a 15-point game right after this. We're going to get some lunch, so we'll give it a go. So
Absolutely.
we'll see you in a week, actually in 2 weeks, because we're going to split up Horus Heresy Legions, Horus Heresy Legions, Horus Heresy Legions. And we're playing our 1,500-point game as we continue to expand these forces into new horizons. We're going to have some probably knights and airplanes.
In a real 2 weeks, not 3 months.
That's right, not 3 months. Well, you also, I mean, we're filming 2 games, but you also mentioned you regretted not having some kind of cap in your army. You needed to have some kind of plane to deal with.
Oh my God.
Not having your,
Yeah.
you missed not having, because you had your lightnings in our first game.
It's funny. You think the force multiplier is Titans.
Yeah.
And Titans are great, but like if somebody has planes and you have no like real answer to that, no anti-air whatsoever, you're just going to feel it. And you're going to feel it hard.
Well, I think the fact is that, like, especially if the thing that throws the most dice, because like if you're going after 6s to shoot planes, great. But if you don't have, if everything's light,
Yeah.
the planes don't care.
That's exactly
So
it.
it's like you're just kind of shooting at the sky, being like, "Oh no, please stop, stop shooting all of us."
It's so many numbers, but like Sentinels can't do it.
Yeah.
Tercios can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no.
Yeah. I got a lot of bullets, but none of them stopped this plane.
Well, then
Oh no,
anything
the
else
Sky
that-
Demon's back.
Anything else I could do anti-air isn't throwing enough volume of fire.
Yeah.
My Russes maybe could have done it, but they were taken out too quickly.
I realized that's exactly why the planes came for you right away.
They're named after
Yeah.
the right guy, and
Yeah.
that's why they need to go.
Yeah. I was like, oh god, you killed half my Kratos. What happens? Planes, go.
Vanquish your battle cannons,
Yeah.
baby.
No,
It is
thank you.
just
No, thank you.
why wouldn't I take those?
Yeah. All right. Well, so thanks for watching. We'll be back again in, like I said, 2 weeks as we go back and forth between Horus Heresy and this. Thanks so much. Have a good evening.